At night, the wind is howling, and Suran's villa is shrouded in darkness. Only a small desk lamp in the living room emits a faint light. Suddenly, the doorbell rings gently, breaking the silence. Suran looks through the peephole and sees a blurry figure, but can't make out who it is. After hesitating for a moment, she opens the door anyway. Suran cautiously, "Who is it?" "Lin Yu," in a low voice. "It is me, Lin Yu. I need to talk to you." After Suran opens the door, Lin Yu squeezes in forcefully, his face gloomy. He looks around and sees several new paintings by Suran hanging on the living room wall, and a greedy look appears in his eyes. Lin Yu nastily, "Suran, you've been doing pretty well lately. These paintings must be worth a lot of money." Suran, taking a few steps back, frightened Lin Yu. "What do you want? We've already broken up." Lin Yu approaches Suran, starts to harass her, and demands money and painting from her. Suran struggles hard, and the two start to wrestle in the living room. During the scuffle, Suran accidentally bumps into the table, and the lace on the table falls to the ground and shatters with a crisp sound. Lin Yu roaring, "You want to get away with it today if you don't give me the money and paintings." Suran crying and shouting, "I want to give them to you, you scoundrel." In the chaos, Suran touches a piece of broken glass on the ground. In despair, she stabs Lin Yu in the neck with all her strength. Lin Yu assesses widen in horror, with a look of disbelief on his face, and blood spurts out from his neck. Then he slowly falls to the ground. Suran screaming in horror, "Ah!" Lin Yu making a gurgling sound in his throat, "You." Suran stares at Lin Yu's body, panic-stricken. After a moment of daze, she starts to clean up the scene in a fury, trying to cover up her crime. She wraps the body with a bedsheet, drags it to the basement, and then scrubs the blood on the floor desperately, with fear and panic in her eyes. Suran talking to herself, sobbing, "What should I do? What should I do?" The next day, a neighbor notices something unusual about Suran's villa and calls the police. Detective An leads the police to the villa and begins to examine the scene carefully. They find the remaining bloodstains on the living room floor, signs of the fight, and some suspicious footprints, and initially judge that something unusual has happened here. Detective An seriously to his colleagues, "This case is not simple. Everyone, search carefully and don't miss any details." After a thorough investigation, the police find Lin Yu's body in the basement. Meanwhile, they discover the footage from the surveillance cameras around the villa showing Lin Yu entering the villa that night. Faced with the conclusive evidence, Suran finally breaks down and admits her criminal act. The close-up shows Suran's remorseful tears and Detective An's pitying look. Suran sobbing uncontrollably, "I was just so scared. I didn't mean to do this." Detective An solemnly, "Anyway, you shouldn't have chosen to solve the problem in this way.